Hello and welcome to the Aligned Singer podcast. I am so excited that you're here with me today. I'm your host, Sarah Hockey. I'm a professional classical soprano, a voice teacher with an expertise in vocal technique. I'm your bel canto bestie, and I'm here to help you connect the dots from wherever you are in your singing journey to wherever you want to be. And trust me, it is possible for you. In today's episode, we're going to do a super simple exercise that's going to help you really see what is standing in the way of your singing. Because let's be honest, a lot of times in our journey of singing, there are things that are kind of like blind spots that we can't see that are actually just blocking us from our success. And my job is to help you actually start to grab a flashlight, shine a thing on that thing in the dark that's blocking you that you don't realize it, so it can get out of the way so that you can have a clearer path to your success for your voice. And this is a simple tool that I found not that long ago, to be honest, that I made up. Maybe it exists somewhere in the universe, but I think I made it up. And I call it the fill in the blank exercise. It's very, very, very easy. So all you have to do this exercise is think of something in your singing right now that you feel like you can't do. Like, well, a lot of times I'm a voice teacher, so I hear this a lot about vocalizing, which is the fancy word for warming up or practicing. There's a lot of like fear around, at least in my studio, around singing in front of others or making sounds in your house. So it would be like, I can't practice because of fill in the blank. Now, let's time travel together in my own life. Presently, I'm sitting here in my home office, which I never thought I would actually have, but here we are. I'm so happy you're here with me. It's a really pretty space in my house, and I live by myself, so I can practice anytime I want. I can vocalize and make any sounds that I need. But as you time travel with me back 15 years ago, I did not have a place to practice. I went from apartment to apartment. I was moving basically every year because rent was so expensive, and I was renting like a room in someone else's apartment, sometimes with strangers, people that I didn't even know. And strangers that aren't singers, let me tell you, they were not interested in me building my technique and vocalizing. So my fill in the blank at that time in my life was, I can't vocalize and work on my technique because, here's the fill in the blank, because I have roommates and they don't get it, and it annoys them when they're trying to take a nap, and I need to practice. And that's the fill in the blank. Now, let me tell you, when that was my fill in the blank, it was really tough for me to figure out all by myself. I didn't have somebody like me now, like a mentor or a teacher or anybody, bestie or an accountability buddy to help reflect this to help me problem solve. So I was like, shoot, what am I gonna do? So for you now, I want you to think of something around your singing that you're not able to do right now. What's your fill in the blank? I can't, and maybe your can't blank is different. Maybe it's I can't practice because I don't have enough time. So I want you to zone in right now and make this sentence in your head, or if you're a place where you have some paper around, grab some paper and write it down. I can't because Do you have it? I hope so. I hope so. We all have them. I still have them. And I invented this exercise. So now how do we get to where we want to go? I'm all about connecting the dots. So we've got to connect the dots from where we are now to where we want to go. You see what's in that fill in the blank. Now you know it. Now the work begins. So you've got your fill in the blank. Now I want you to start to strategize. You can make a quick list of 10 things, set a timer for 2 minutes and be like, I'm going to strategize every single thing that's going to help me with this list. Let's take the roommate situation. This was my situation for a very long time because I lived in an apartment. So I either had roommates or I had neighbors, and the neighbors had a baby that was napping and didn't want to hear me practicing. I'm giving you actual examples from my life. And let me tell you, it sucked. It sucked. If you don't have the issue with like the freedom to practice like what I have now, I need you to know that there are so many singers who do, and you are in a position of privilege, whether you realize it or not. You are very lucky. So let's dive into this. There are lots of different times in my life where this happened. So I would make the list. Okay, I can't practice, learn new repertoire, vocalize slash learn new repertoire because fill in the blank, because I have roommates and they are not supportive of my practicing. Here's what I could do. Number one, I didn't think of any of these at the time, if I'm being honest. Number one, I can have like a house share meeting with my roommates and say, hey guys, here's my work schedule. What's yours? Is there any time that all of you are out of the house? Because I've got to practice. This is my job, and I know I work other jobs, but I have to be able to do this. And see if you all can come to an agreed upon time, like noon. That's totally fine. Nobody's trying to rest. Everybody's awake. People are at work, that you can practice. Let's say it's a neighbor and you share a wall and they have a baby or somebody that needs to rest or whatever. You could actually knock on your neighbor's door and say, hey, I'm a singer. I know that might be a little bit weird, but I've got to warm up my voice and practice in order to be able to do my job. So can we talk about a good time for you and me and see if there's a time that I wouldn't disturb you with practicing? Those are two examples. How about number three? I could find another space to practice in. So maybe I live up in Connecticut now, up in the countryside, and there are tons of like little cute country churches around. And I guarantee you, if I go in there and smile and be like, hey, I'm Sarah, I live around the corner, I'm a singer, and I can't practice at home because of my family or because of my roommates or whatever, would it be okay if sometimes I snuck in here XYZ time frame and practiced inside the church, or practiced if you have like a room in your whatever wing? Would it be okay if I practice in there and I wouldn't be disturbing anybody? Is there a time that nobody's here and you wouldn't mind if I use this space to practice? And you can use it with any community space, but I just know living up in the country, and to be honest, even when I lived in New York City, people would say yes to that. I know it seemed obvious to me, but it's not obvious to everyone. So that's an option for you. If there's a community space or like a spiritual center or someplace that people have the heart of service and they want to serve the community. There have been times in my life where I've been on the road and I needed to ask this question because for whatever reason I couldn't practice in my family's house that I was staying in or whatever. And they were happy to do it. They were actually happy about it. They were like, of course, oh my gosh, you're a singer. We'd love to help you. And for free, okay? That's for free. Now, let's say you have a little bit of extra income, or you like just do one Uber Eats less a week, right? You could also see about renting a place. This is number 4. You could see about renting a place and paying for a practice room. Get yourself an hour in a practice room. I used to do that when I lived in Manhattan, and I loved it because I knew I was paying, at the time it was like $12 or $17. I researched all these places and found something that was like under $20 for an hour that I could do. And then nothing. My phone was off unless I had to record myself. My phone was off. And I had a practice room for an hour and I could go into focus mode, like deep focus, and actually sing and actually practice. Obviously, that was my personal favorite, but all of these are great options for you. So that's the fill in the blank about practicing. That seems to be really common, at least from what I've heard. So whatever your fill in the blank is, I can't blank because of blank, start to strategize around it. Now, some of your fill in the blanks that you're thinking may be longer term and maybe more complicated. It might be, this is one that came to mind, so somebody needs to hear this. It might be, I can't pursue my career because my family doesn't like it and they don't support me and they think it's frivolous. Then stop telling them about it. Pursue it anyways if you don't live with them and they don't know. Do it. Even if you live with them, do the things I just told you about practicing. They don't need to know. This is your calling. And then you can also go, oh, I see. I need to do some inner work. I'm all about the inner work. I need to do some inner work and know that I don't really need their approval to do the thing that I'm born to do. And honestly, that was mine long ago. My family did not want me to study voice at the collegiate level. They thought it was stupid. They thought I would fail. They thought I would always be broke. They never thought that this was a viable career path. But I was like, but this is what I'm meant to do. I have to do this. And so I did it anyways. And I went against their wishes and did it anyways. Because guess what? I was an adult and I got to make my own decisions for my life. So you also may find that's something to work on. It's deeper and deeper and deeper. Like, see how I'm spiraling like this? If you're just listening, I'm sort of like making a spiral downwards. It's like you dig deeper and deeper and deeper inside of yourself. When you find the fill in the blank, that's the highest level, right? That's the surface level. Or you can think of the Earth's surface. It's surface level. And then we go whoo, 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 deeper and deeper down. And we go, oh, I see. This was true for me. Oh, I really want my family's approval. I really want them to support me with this, but they can't because they don't see that they don't see what I see for my future. They don't see that this is the only option for me. I love this and I have to devote my life to it. That's my personal example from my actual life. I need to start to just give myself that reassurance that I wish that they could give me, but they can't. Do you see how this works? The fill in the blank is the top level of the thing that's either external resistance being put on you from someone else or an outside circumstance, or it's internal resistance that we're bringing up for ourselves. And then we go deeper and deeper and deeper and go, I see. And this for me, it might be as simple for you. It might be like, oh, I don't have any, it's the no time one. Think about this one. I can't practice and learn new repertoire because I don't have the time. Well, you go, well, okay. Number one, I could make time. Number two, maybe instead of the 20 minutes that I hang out on Instagram, I could block the app for myself and practice for 20 minutes. Maybe I could, this is what I actually do. Maybe I could vocalize while if you're like me and you do hair and makeup and stuff, while I get ready in the day. Maybe I could do it then. See how this works? Little solutions and little options for you just by taking the flashlight and shining it at the thing that is blocking you, that top level resistant block. You can go, oh, that's not so scary. That's okay, I get it. XYZ is going on. I can solve it. And that's this resilient mindset. Hear me now. If you're distracted, come back to me. This is very important for you to hear. Because if you want to cultivate an actual professional career at the highest level that you possibly can and have your dreams that are inside of you that are meant to come true, if you want those to come true, cultivating that kind of a mindset, solution-oriented, not afraid to look at the problems, not afraid to shine the flashlight on the blocks, that's what you've got to start to cultivate in order to have what it takes to actually do this at a high level. Because if you're going to hide from the blocks, they'll just keep blocking you. And I don't want that for you. That's why I get so pumped about this stuff. I don't want that for you. You deserve so much better. So don't be yourself the facilitator of the thing that's keeping you blocked. Let yourself develop this resilience to go, okay, I'm going to be resilient. I'm going to be resourceful. I'm going to figure this out. It comes down to this. It's a growth mindset approach because guess what? We all are going to experience problems and blockages along the artistic journey. The entire time you're pursuing your art, if you pursue this for the rest of your life, little things will crop up here and there. It's your job to cultivate, as I said, the resilience and the resourcefulness to go, oh, that's my fill in the blank right now. I need to figure this ish out. And you are entirely capable of doing so because you're smart, you're resourceful, you can do this, you are supported. If anything, you're supported by me. And I totally believe in you. I hope that was super crazy bananas helpful for you. I can't wait to see what happens on the other side of doing this simple fill in the blank exercise. And guess what? I want to know what yours is. So come over to my Instagram account. It's called @VoiceTeacherSarah. It's new. It's me there. I read and respond to everything, every comment, every DM. I am there reading it. And I would love to hear what your fill in the blanks are and see if you actually wrote a list, like I said, wrote a list of 10 things like could address the fill in the blank. I want to know what those 10 things are. You've got this. If you don't have your support system, your accountability buddy, talk to me. I'm here for you. I love supporting you. So until we meet next time, I want to remind you of the most important thing I could ever remind you to do, which is to keep singing. The thing is, you have a gift that's only yours. This voice that you have, you're the only person that has it. Nobody else sounds like you. Nobody else sings like you. Nobody else can bring forward the work that you're meant to bring forward artistically the way that you can. And we really, really need your gift out in the world urgently. We need it now. So if you've got those fill in the blanks and you need to clear them out, let's get to it because we need your gift out in the world. And I'm here to cheer you on. I am in your corner and I'm supporting you. I'll see you next time on The Aligned Singer. Bye for now.